Project Jericho here with a segment on gang stalking and how it runs in with demonic and satanic attack because they work both ways. It's funny when people do these gang stalkings and they orchestrate these attacks. They're the same manipulative tactics that evil spirits use, demons, whatever you want to call them. It almost seems like the attackers, well, they are influenced by evil to do the type of things that they do to begin with. So the matter of the fact is, it's like they simulate the attack, and then when they quit their attack, the target is left in the psychosis and dealings with the spiritual attack. And what I mean by that is people who have been gang stalked to the point where they have auditory hallucinations, traumatic events, and they're stuck in psychoses and infinite loops. Well, those are the same principles and ways in which tortured spirits are tortured in hell, because certain spirits are forced to relive them tragedies and atrocities over and over and over again until they are manipulated and controlled and turned into an acolyte of that very entity in which tortured them. Example of this is dream inception. Anybody that's ever suffered sleep paralysis? I've experienced that, and I believe it to be sleep paralysis demons because, well, I know for a fact that demons exist. I know for a fact that angels exist. With that being said, moving on. Basically, some spirits, when they're traveling around through the world, will enter through your dream through a subconscious space of mind and begin to, like, when I was a little kid, I used to lucid dream. And then I had a dream about before the gang stalking, before anything. When I was little, I heard a voice saying it was going to kill me one night in my basement. I was lucid dreaming. Some dark entity kicked me out of my dreams. I wasn't able to dream for a year. And then I had to go back into my dreams and pretty much fight this thing like Freddy Krueger in order to be able to dream again. Gang stalking tactics that mimic this attack. Most people sleep with their cell phone close to their bed or close to their head at night. Well, you wouldn't know it because, well, you're being gang stalked, you're being hacked, and you're being monitored 24/7. So these people know when you sleep, these people know when you're awake. So basically, while you're sitting there in La La Land snoozing in your bed, they will talk to you in your sleep and try to manipulate you through your course of your dreams, which is a demonic tactic. I know for me, after they did their first attack that stuck me in a psychosis, one of their methods of trying to get me to relapse would be to have the honeypot chick that they used to talk to me on the phone while I was sleeping to get me to dream about her, because every time I would dream about her, bring up that traumatic event that they did to me, and I'd have to go get high as order as a coping mechanism. So they pretty much orchestrated it as a way to make me relapse. Paralyzer demons, as far as I'm concerned, I've thrown salt over my bed and they left me alone. If you believe it'll work, it'll work. Cleaning up your entire house and burning some sage will work. Once you gain the attention of these things, they seem to never leave you alone for an extended period of time. I will also tell you that I have seen things in cemeteries. I've seen objects move around my room. I have set up security cameras, and the closer it gets to the camera, the blurrier the camera gets. I wish I could get that footage and upload it. I still have the phone that it came from. Unfortunately, that phone will no longer accept a charge. So that's one of the type of gang stalking manipulation tactics you got to watch out for. And as well as demonic and spiritual attacks, you have to be aware of your dreams. Dream inception is a typical manipulation of mind control tactic. I'm sure you could probably do some research on the internet and find out that most of what I'm telling you right now is true. What I'm telling you is from my real life experience of being gang stalked for 10 years by a group of satanic devil worshippers. And that's all I can tell you on this segment about dreams and dream manipulations and spirits in your dreams. Yeah. So basically, if you are being tormented in your dreams by evil spirits, there's some things you can do. I made me a little doll to catch evil spirits. I didn't know if it worked or not. I threw that sucker in a fire and burnt it up, and apparently all I did was release them. And there was about 30 of them fucking things in my room, pissed off. I had a candle lit by the side of my bed. I look over they were saying something like, you burnt down our house. I look over, and next thing I know, the side of the table's on fire and everything else. So I woke up in the middle of the night. Since I burnt down their little voodoo doll that I stuck them all in, they decided to try and burn down my house that night. And that was my last spiritual attack by evil fucking spirits, believe it or not. These people are, if you're spiritually adapted like I am, a lucid dream, empathic, can sense people's energy and all kinds of shit like that, you're already a prime target for spiritual attack. And that's all I got on this segment right here. Be mindful, be aware, protect yourself, and that's all I got for you.